Hi all, welcome back to my channel, and this is the final video of our Flutter form element series, and this is what we have built till now. And we have text form field, then the password field, we have radio buttons, we have checkbox, then in the last video we created date picker, then and we have the time picker. Okay, today we are going to learn how to create a drop down button. Okay, most of the forms contain drop down buttons for showing some lengthy list of data like country list, then some other data. Okay, so we are going to check how to create a drop down list. Okay, and it is very simple. Let's move into the code. Okay, I'm going to create a drop down button here. See, there are two ways you can create drop down button. One is drop down button and other one is drop down button form field. And if you want validation, you can use drop down button form fields. Otherwise, you can use drop down button. See, I'm going to use drop down button form field. So I want the form field to be placed after this select time. So go and find that place, and this is the place we want to add that drop down button. See, the widget name is drop down button form field. Okay, then it has different parameters like items, because it's a list that contains a lot of items from which we can select an option. Okay, so items, if you hover the mouse over the item parameter, you can see item accepts a list of drop down menu item, and we have to create this. Then it has a mandatory parameter called onChanged. Okay, and this is going to accept a value. Okay, and we will write the logic of what happens when you click or when you select an item from the drop down. Okay, see, first of all we have to create the items. Okay, so items is actually a list. Okay, so suppose I have option 1, it's a string list, option 1. Then I have option 2, then I can have option 3. Okay, let's go with 3 options, option 3. Okay, then this is a list, and we have to convert this list into drop down menu items, and that's what this list is all about. And this list contains items, and every item is of type drop down menu item. So we have to take every item from each item from the list, and we have to convert that into a drop down menu item. Okay, for that we are going to use a map method. Use the map. Okay, then this map method has a callback function like this, and this function is going to convert or going to return a drop down menu item. Okay, so we are going to take the first item, then we are going to convert that into a drop down menu item. And this drop down has a lot of items compressed in it, and if you click the down arrow in this button, and I think you are familiar with this with that drop down, and if you click on that button, you can see a list of a collection of items pops down. Then that is actually a group. So we have to finally convert. We take each item from the list and create a drop down menu item. After that, we have to convert everything into a list. Okay, then you call the toList method. Okay, now you have most of the errors are vanished. Okay, now we have to fix the other errors. Okay, so we can call this E as item, and you can stay with that E, but for simplicity or for clarity, I'm going to have this to be item. That is, we are taking items. We are taking an item from the items collection. So first you take the first item, then we are going to convert that into a drop down menu item. Then this drop down menu item has got, the child should be a text, and that is item. Okay, then the type of this items is actually string. You can write the item to be string. Okay, then it has a value, and that value parameter is nothing but when you click on that click on one icon, what you want to save into, or what you want to select, that is actually the value. So I'm going to have that value here. That value is nothing, it is item. Okay, okay, now everything is clear here, and we have to write this on changed, and we have something like value here. Okay, this value is actually the selected value. Okay, so for see, suppose value is actually a string. Suppose I write a string here, option 1. Okay, when you select an item from this list, you have to change this option 1 to that selected item. So you need to declare a variable to manipulate this thing. So I'm going to the top of this code. Then I'm going to write a variable of type string. Okay, and this to be of type string. Okay, I'm going to call it as selected item, and that's equal to, right now it is empty or null string. It's not null string, empty string. Okay, then we are going to assign that variable into this value parameter and come down, and you can have that value here. Then I'm going to change this to underscore, no, not underscore, selected item. Okay, then put a comma here. Now we have to write the on change here. This on change, we are going to call the set state method, and inside that set state method I'm going to have this selected item equal to the value. Okay, value means the one which we selected. Okay, let's run this. I'm going to reboot it, and you got an error here, and most probably you'll get an error, and we are going to fix this thing, and it says that items equal to null, and items dot is empty, and it return value equal to value, length equal to 1, and a bit more confusing. And there should be exactly one item with drop downs value, either 0 or 2 or more drop down items were detected with the same value. Don't worry about the result, and we'll fix it. Okay, and there's a common error, and we'll fix it. I'll show you how to fix this thing. Okay, let's try to fix this error. And I think it says that there should be exactly one item with drop down buttons value. Okay, so here the issue is, I think the issue is, we have options like this: option 1, option 2, and option 3, and we assign the initial value to be an empty string, and there is no such item in this list. So let's try to remove this thing. Okay, I'm going to have a variable, just a string variable, and let's rerun this thing. Okay, let me reboot it. Okay, so okay, that's fine. That is an issue, and we accidentally, or unfortunately, we assign something like this, and it's not like that. This is like this. Okay, the issue is, I think you understand the issue. There is no such an item. This is actually the initial value of your drop down button. I'll show you what is that. Okay, and if I give here option 1, and I'm going to save this. Let me reboot it. Okay, now you can see it is selected as option 1, and we assigned something like this before, so there is no such item in that list. That is the issue. Okay, and if you want a default selection, you can have that item here, or just leave it like this. Okay, so then come down, and I just added a sized box after this thing, and I added a single child scroll view. Okay, now your drop down is ready, and you can customize it because it has the property called decoration. Then you can have this input decoration. If you want exactly the same like this text form fields, you can copy this thing, decoration. Then I'm going to replace this decoration with this decoration. Okay, then save it. Now you have I think you have a icon there. I don't want that suffix icon because it's not. Okay, I just removed the suffix icon. Okay, now you can have a drop down button with the options, and if you select option 1, and it is get selected, and if you want to select option 2, it is get selected. then that value is actually stored in a variable called selected item. And later, if you want to save this into db or somewhere else, you can use this variable. Okay, and uh, if I come down and print the selected item, you'll get that value. Okay, and no need to call it selected item dot text, because we declared it as a string variable. It's not a controller, it's not a text editing controller, it is a simple string variable. Okay, then save it. And if I come here and I'm going to select option 2, now you can see option 2 here. And if you select option 3, now you'll get option 3. Okay, I think this is clear to you. And if you like the video, please subscribe my channel, and we have a lot of videos coming soon. And if you like the content, please consider subscribing my channel, and I need your support to move forward. Okay, so thank you for watching, and see you soon.